Welcome to our channel once again. In today's video, we have here these 20 questions to answer on the topic variation in population. So guys, this video will be about morphological variation. So in short, to stay till the end of this video. So let's start with the first question here. It says, which of the following is an example of continuous variation? We have A, sex differences in humans, B, hemoglobin types, C, height in humans, D, human blood groups. So guys, the answer to this question is option C, and that's height in humans. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 2 here. We have a diagram here to answer the question, and the question here says the type of variation illustrated above is A, environmental variation, B, continuous variation, C, discontinuous variation, and D, morphological variation. So guys, the answer to this question is option C here, and that's discontinuous variation. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 3 here. It says, which of the following statements is correct about variation? We have A, offspring differ from their ancestors and from each other. B, offspring differ from their ancestors but look like their immediate parents. C, offspring from the same parents look alike. D, offspring are different from their parents only. So guys, the answer to this question is option A. Offsprings differ from their ancestors and from each other. So that's it for that question. Let's consider the next question, guys. That's question number 4 here. It says, which of the following is an example of continuous variation? We have A, hemoglobin types, B, height in humans. So guys, we've already answered this question before, and the answer to this question is option B, height in humans. So let's go ahead and consider the next question. That's question number 5 here. It says, a noticeable physical appearance of individuals of the same species is called A, discontinuous variation, B, physiological variation, C, morphological variation, D, physical variation. So guys, the answer to this question is option C, and that's morphological variation. So that's it for this question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 6 here. It says, which of the following traits is not a morphological variation in humans? We have A, color, B, fingerprint, C, ability to taste PTC, and D, size. So guys, the answer to this question is option C. Ability to taste PTC is not actually a morphological variation, because morphological variation should be seen physically in the humans, and ability to taste PTC, guys, is not something you can physically see. So that's the answer to this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. So here we have question number 7, which says, which of the following factors is not a source of variation in living organisms? We have A, mitosis, B, environment, C, inheritance, D, meiosis. So guys, mitosis is just cell division, and it doesn't account for variation in living organisms. However, environment can bring about variation, inheritance as well as meiosis. So these are factors for variation, but mitosis, guys, does not have anything to do with variation, and as such, that's the answer to this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 8 here. It says, which of the following is continuous variation in human population? We have A, rhesus factor, B, height, C, Down syndrome, D, sex. So guys, we've answered this question the first time in another way, and it's repeating again. So you need to take note of this question. Continuous variation here is the height. So that's it for this question, option B. So let's go ahead and answer the next question, guys. That's question number 9 here. It says, which of the following is an example of discontinuous variation? We have A, height of students, B, blood group of patients, C, complexion of beauty contestants, D, weight of weightlifters. So guys, the discontinuous variation here is blood group of patients. So the blood group will remain the same and does not change over time, but the height of students can change over time. Complexion of beauty contestants can also change over time. The weight of weightlifters as well can change over time. But guys, the correct answer to this question is blood group of patients. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 10 here. It says, the parameters of size, height, weight, and color in a population of living things are examples of A. Discontinuous variation, B. Non-heritable variations, C. Continuous variation, and D. Environmental variations. So guys, size, height, weight, and color in the population are continuous variation. Also, if you have any specific question regarding this video, you can option C is the answer to this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question. So guys, we also want to encourage you to join our question number 11 here. It says, use the following human characteristics to answer these questions. I, complexion, II, height, so you can join this channel community by hitting the join button below. Color right here. Thank you once again for watching. Which of the above human characteristics are discontinuous variation? We have A, III, and IV, B, I, and III, C, I and III, D, II and IV. So guys, the answer to this question is option A, and that's III and IV. So III here is blood rhesus factor and IV is color blindness. So these factors are discontinuous variation, and that's it for this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 12 here. It says, the following pairs of traits are examples of continuous and discontinuous variation respectively, except A. Skin color and fingerprints, B. Eye color and body weight, C. Height and blood group, and D. Body weight and tongue rolling. So guys, the answer to this question is option B. Eye color and body weight. So in all the options listed here, you have one continuous variation and one discontinuous variation. Just like the skin color is continuous, fingerprint is discontinuous, height is continuous for option C, and then blood group is discontinuous. Then for option D, body weight is continuous, but tongue rolling is discontinuous. But guys, when it comes to option B here, you will notice that you have discontinuous before continuous. So you have eye color, which is discontinuous, and then body weight, which is continuous. So in that manner, it is not following continuous and discontinuous variation respectively. So option B is the answer to this question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. So it says here, which of the following is not a morphological variation? We have A. Color of skin, B. Tongue rolling, C. Color of eyes, D. Shape of nose. So guys, remember that morphological variations are the ones we can see physically, and guys, color of skin can just be observed in the individual physically, same as color of eyes and shape of nose. But guys, option B here, tongue rolling, is a feature that is not morphological, and as such, it's the answer to this question, and that's option B here. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. So guys, question number 14 here says, which of the following characteristics shows discontinuous variation in plants? We have A. Leaf size, B. Color of flower, C. Height of plant, and D. Fruit size. So guys, the rest of the options here change over time, but the color of a flower remains its color over time, and option B here is the answer to this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 15 here. It says, which of the following is not a morphological variation in human beings? We have A. Blood groups, B. Fingerprints, C. Color, D. Size. So guys, obviously the answer to this question is option A, and that's blood groups. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. Question number 15 here, it says, which of the following is not a morphological variation in human beings? We have A. Blood groups, B. Fingerprints, C. color, D, size. So guys, the answer to this question here is option A, and that's blood group. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. Question number 16 here, it says, differences in characteristics that exist among individuals of the same species is referred to as A, dominance, B, hybrid, C, variation, D, genetics. So guys, the answer to this question is option C, and that's variation. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. Question number 17 here, it says, which of the following characters is not an example of discontinuous variation? We have A, sex type, B, ability to roll tongue, C, skin color, D, fingerprints. So guys, the answer to this question is option C here, and that's skin color. So skin color is not a discontinuous variation, and that's it for this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question, guys. That's question number 18 here. It says, measurement of height and weight of students in a class show A, shortness is more prevalent, B, discontinuous variation, C, fatness is less prevalent, D, continuous variation. So guys, the measurement of height and weight of students in a class will show continuous variation. And that's it for this question. So let's go ahead and consider the next question. Question number 19 here, it says, which of the following forms of variation will give a normal distribution? We have option A here, fingerprints, B, blood groups, C, body weight, D, tongue rolling. So guys, the answer to this question here is option C, and that's body weight. So guys, that's it for this question. Let's go ahead and consider the next question. That's question number 20 here. It says, which of the following statements is not true about continuous variation? It's A, is usually controlled by several genes, B, can be influenced by environmental factors, C, follows a normal distribution curve, and D, is usually controlled by one or two pairs of genes. So guys, the option here that is not true about continuous variation is that it is usually controlled by one or two pairs of genes. So that's it for this question, guys. This is where we'll end this video for today. If you enjoyed this lesson, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not a subscriber. Also, if you have any specific question regarding this video, you can drop your question in the comment section below, and we'll ensure to give you a response. So guys, we also want to encourage you to join our YouTube channel community by hitting the join button below, and we'll see you right there. Thank you once again for watching this video, and see you on the next one.